Hey there, and welcome to this tutorial, which is for Obsidian. And Obsidian is a knowledge management system with which you are able to, manage your knowledge. You can create notes, you can link the notes, you can see the connections between your notes, you can easily access the information and embed the information on another page. You can make a data view and create lists or tables of your nodes regarding certain criteria and so on and so on and so on. There are hundreds of plugins which are created by the community, and the tool is just super capable of doing a lot of stuff. And I fell in love with the tool. I'm super passionate about it, and I tell a lot of my friends about my journey there, and they get excited as well. And this is why I made up this tutorial now, that I can share my passion about the tool, and I can also share the core principles which I use in this tool. Okay, the first thing is my whole journey of managing my knowledge changed completely. I started in school while having notebooks. Then I moved to university. I had my laptop with me in my in my class, and I had PDF files, and I wrote with my tablet on those PDF files. I had Word files in which I put in more information, and I located this information in folders on my hard drive related to the topic or the lecture itself. And after a while, I got sick of all these notes, these files, and I tried to put everything in one place. And then I discovered OneNote from Microsoft, and I made up a lot of notebooks with a lot of pages, and I tried to put in everything there to have it on one place, easy accessible. But OneNote isn't the greatest tool in my opinion. And then somebody told me about Obsidian, and Obsidian changed my life completely because it has so many advantages. And you will during this tutorial, you will see how I work with Obsidian and how capable the tool is. And I would now like to highlight one or two things which are very new for myself. And the first thing is that in Obsidian, so first of all, maybe one thing first. Then I used Obsidian. After somebody told me about Obsidian, I started using it. And I still used it in a way that I was used to interact with the files. So I created in Obsidian, I created folders, I created subfolders, for example, for music. I created a subfolder genre, and I placed pages inside with jazz, rock, whatever. And I tried to structure my notes via a folder structure. And after a while, after using Obsidian for a while, I realized that actually this structure distracts me of being creative or fast, and that the structure is not necessary at all, because I was able to find all my notes just because how the system is capable of linking nodes, and how my approach of linking nodes works. And yes, so first I used Obsidian with my old mindset to have folder structure, but after a while I realized that I don't need it anymore. And this is when I removed every folder. I placed all my pages in one folder and just trusted that the connection will work, so the links between the pages. And it works perfectly. When I did this step, I backed my vault just to come back whenever I wanted to. But since I changed it, I never thought about that 1 second, because I just love it. I love not having a structure. And why? it is because you don't need to think where to place your node. You just create. And this, I would say that this makes it so much easier to just be creative, to write, to produce, because you do not need to think all the time, how do I organize my stuff? And even if a piece of knowledge relates to two topics, you, before I needed to think, oh, do I put it, or do I place the information to the node for topic A or for topic B? Or do I place it at both places? But this feels unnecessary. Right now, I just place it on one place and I just link it to both of the topics. And in general, this made the way of working for myself more intuitive. I just create, and while creating, new connections come up. I wrote a book recently which is about creativity, and he told, or there was a sentence that regarding creativity, we tend, or regarding knowledge, we tend to clarify knowledge as the things we learned in school. However, we also have the knowledge about our origin, where we are from, which gender we belong to, and all other stuff. So just the way we are, that's knowledge as well. And this is how it shapes your reality and your creativity. And while writing this sentence down in Obsidian, I connected the some words in the sentence with my notes. For example, knowledge is also your culture, so I connected it with culture. It is origin. I connected it with origin, and then it is also your beliefs. And I didn't have a page for belief, and then I thought about, oh damn, do I have anything in my vault which is connected to beliefs? And then I realized, okay, I'm actually thinking, oh, I'm interested in psychology, and this is why I think about myself and my personal beliefs. And so my beliefs about the world, about relationships and everything else. And then it connected my psychological beliefs with the sentence. And during that, I realized, oh damn, that's interesting. I never thought about creating a link between creativity and my psychological beliefs. And yeah, it's crazy. Obsidian sometimes makes it possible to expand your knowledge just while working in the software. And that's the nice thing, because before I wouldn't have this possibility. I would have thought about so much about organization and where to put the information, and it might be that I would not have put the information somewhere because the whole process of doing it stressed me out. But right now, I just open one software on my laptop and I put it somewhere, and I don't need to think about anything else. And this makes it so easy and so smooth. And yeah, it's just great what what you can create with that. And further on, I just want to say that I think our brains, we have associative memory, so we can remember things more easily when we see the connections to other stuff. And Obsidian is the way how Obsidian works, and also how I use Obsidian in this approach. I think a lot of people use it in the same way, but you can also use it differently. However, I try to make a lot of connections and try to rebuild how our brain works. So when I make a node, I connect the node with the first or one of the first things which comes into my mind, and then when I later on find something else which is connected to the node, you can just add it. And thereby I think that the system is much more aligned with myself because it works the same way. And also, I sometimes think that I can remember information better because I think about the system and which connections have been made. And that's super interesting. Yeah, so to sum up, Obsidian removed a lot of organizational boundaries. And this is why I'm much more focused on content creation. And I'm also, rebuilding a system which feels much more natural. And this is why Obsidian is a great tool for myself. And yes, have fun with this tutorial. Feel free to ask questions. I will provide a link where you can download the vault, which will be developed in this tutorial. And yeah, feel free to share your problems, your thoughts, your feedback, your ideas, what else. I'm happy to start this course right now. So have a good day and have fun. Bye.